Hello and welcome to LengoldEnglish, Golden Stories, Fluent Future. Our mission is to take difficult subjects and make them accessible no matter your English level.
Have you ever said yes when your heart screamed no? Have you ever agreed to help someone and then felt trapped, frustrated, angry at yourself? This is not just another motivational speech about time management or productivity. This is about something deeper. This is about your freedom. This is about taking back control of your life. Right now, at this exact moment, you are living one of two lives. You are either living your life or you are living other people's life. There is no middle ground. Every time you say yes when you want to say no, you are choosing their priorities over yours. You are choosing their peace over your peace. You are choosing their goals over your dreams. And here is the truth nobody tells you. People will take as much as you give. Not because they are bad people, but because you taught them that your time has no limits. You taught them that your needs come last. You taught them that saying yes is your default answer. But today, something changes. Today, you learned the most powerful word in any language, no. Actually, the power of saying no. This is not about being rude. This is not about being selfish. This is about being free. And if you are tired of feeling exhausted, if you are tired of giving everything to everyone except yourself, then this message is for you. The people who master the word no are the people who build successful lives. The people who say yes to everything are the people who build successful lives for others. Which person are you right now? And more importantly, which person do you want to become? If this message is resonating with you, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because this journey is just beginning.
Let me ask you something personal. When someone asks you for a favor, what is the first feeling in your body? For most people, it is not happiness. It is not excitement. It is anxiety. Your heart starts beating faster. Your mind starts racing. You think, if I say no, they will be disappointed. If I say no, they will think I am a bad person. If I say no, they will not like me anymore. This is not your fault. You were trained to feel this way. From childhood, society teaches us that good people always help. Good people never refuse. Good people sacrifice their own needs for others. But here is what nobody told you. Good people also have boundaries. Good people also protect their time. Good people also say no. The guilt you feel when you want to refuse, that is not real guilt. Real guilt happens when you do something wrong, when you hurt someone on purpose. What you feel is false guilt. It is the voice of your conditioning, not the voice of truth. Think about the last time you said yes when you wanted to say no. How did you feel afterward? Relieved? Happy? Energized? No. You felt trapped. You felt resentful. You felt angry at the other person, and even more angry at yourself. That feeling? That is your soul telling you, this is wrong. This is not your path. This is not your life.
Truth 2. You are a people pleaser, and it is destroying you. There is a psychological condition called people pleasing. It sounds harmless, almost positive, but it is actually one of the most destructive patterns in human behavior. A people pleaser is someone who believes their value comes from making others happy. They think, if I help everyone, if I never refuse, if I always smile and agree, then people will love me. But here is the painful truth. People do not respect people pleasers. They use them. Not because people are evil, but because you taught them that your time is free. You taught them that your needs do not matter. You taught them that they can call you at midnight, ask for impossible favors, interrupt your family time, and you will always say yes. And over time, something horrible happens. You stop living your own life. Your calendar is full, but none of the activities are yours. Your days are busy, but you are accomplishing nothing that matters to you. You are exhausted, but you have nothing to show for it. This is the people pleaser's curse, a life full of activity, but empty of meaning. Truth 3. The invisible consequences of always saying yes. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something important. When you say yes to a colleague who always asks for help but never offers help back, you are saying no to your own project, your own growth, your own success. When you say yes to watching your neighbor's children every weekend, you are saying no to rest, to your family, to your own recharge time. When you say yes to attending every social event, you are saying no to your goals, your dreams, your personal development. The consequences are invisible at first. You do not see them immediately, but over months and years, they accumulate. You look at your life and think, why am I so tired? Why have I not achieved my goals? Why do I feel so empty? The answer is simple and painful. You gave your life away, one yes at a time. Professional burnout, chronic exhaustion, depression, anxiety, resentment toward people you care about. These are not random problems. These are the direct results of never saying no. Your body keeps the score. Your mind keeps the score. And eventually, they will force you to stop. Either you choose to say no now, or your health will say no for you later.
Part 2. The turning point. The assertive mindset. Rule 1. Saying no is a skill, not a character flaw. Here is something that will change your perspective completely. Every successful person you admire is an expert at saying no. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, says, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." Steve Jobs said, "People think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on. But that is not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas." Saying no is not rude. It is not selfish. It is not mean. Saying no is strategic. It is necessary. It is healthy. You would never put gasoline in a car that needs diesel, right? Because that would destroy the engine. In the same way, you cannot put other people's priorities into your life schedule and expect your life to work properly. Saying no is not about rejecting people. It is about protecting your purpose. It is about honoring your commitments to yourself the same way you honor commitments to others. Think about it. When you break a promise to yourself to exercise, to study, to work on your business, you feel a little guilty. But when someone asks for your time and you say yes, even though you want to say no, you immediately break your promise to yourself. And you do it without hesitation. Why do you treat promises to others as sacred, but promises to yourself as optional? The moment you understand that your time is your life, everything changes. Wasting your time is not a small mistake. It is wasting your life. And nobody has the right to waste your life except you. Rule 2. Take back control. You are responsible. Here is a hard truth. Nobody will protect your time if you do not protect it first. Your boss will not wake up one day and say, "You know what? You work too much. Go home early." Your friends will not say, "We ask too much of you. Stop helping us." Your family will not say, "You sacrifice too much for us. Focus on yourself." Why? Because everyone is focused on their own needs. This is not wrong. This is normal. This is human nature. But if everyone is focused on their own needs, who is focused on your needs? Only you. You are the guardian of your time. You are the protector of your energy. You are the CEO of your life. And a CEO who says yes to every request is a CEO who leads the company to bankruptcy. There is a concept in psychology called locus of control. People with an external locus of control believe their life is controlled by outside forces, by other people, by circumstances. People with an internal locus of control believe they choose their responses, they set their boundaries, they create their reality. Which one are you? If you constantly feel like a victim, like people always take advantage of you, like you have no choice, then you have an external locus of control. And the hard truth is, you will never be free until you change this. You always have a choice, always, even when it feels like you do not. But if I say no, they will be upset. Yes, maybe. But that is their emotional response. You are not responsible for managing other people's emotions. You are responsible for managing your life. But I need to maintain good relationships. Yes, you do. But relationships based on you always sacrificing yourself are not good relationships. They are toxic dependencies. The moment you take full responsibility for your time, for your choices, for your boundaries, everything changes. You stop being a victim, you become the author of your own story.
Rule 3. Your value is not based on how much you please others. Let me share a story.
There was a woman named Jennifer. She worked as a manager in a corporate company. Everyone loved Jennifer because Jennifer never said no. Need someone to work late? Call Jennifer. Need someone to cover a shift? Call Jennifer. Need someone to organize the office party? Call Jennifer. Jennifer was exhausted. She had no time for her family, no time for her health, no time for herself. But she felt good because people appreciated her. People said, "Jennifer is so helpful. Jennifer is so kind." One day, Jennifer had a serious health problem. She needed to take 3 months off work. During those 3 months, she waited for calls, for visits, for messages from all the people she helped. Almost nobody contacted her. The company replaced her tasks immediately. The colleagues she helped hundreds of times did not visit. The work continued without her as if she never existed. Jennifer felt devastated. She thought, "I gave everything to these people. Where are they now?" The painful lesson Jennifer learned is the lesson many people-pleasers learn too late. Your value to people is not your value as a person. When you base your self-worth on how much you please others, you become addicted to approval. You need constant validation. You need people to need you. And this is not love. This is not friendship. This is codependency. Your value is inherent. You are valuable because you exist, not because you are useful. You deserve respect because you are human, not because you always say yes. The moment you understand this, the moment you truly believe this, saying no becomes easy because you are not afraid of losing value. You already have value.
Part 3. The Execution. Practical Strategies to Say No. Strategy 1. The Clarity Rule. Be direct and quick. When someone asks you for something you do not want to do, your response should be fast, clear, and friendly. Bad response. Well, I am not sure. Maybe. Let me check my schedule. Can I let you know tomorrow? This response is weak. It gives the other person hope. It opens the door for negotiation. It makes you seem uncertain. Good response. Thank you for thinking of me, but I cannot help with this. I have other commitments. Notice the difference. It is fast, no delay, clear, no confusion, friendly, no rudeness, final, no negotiation. The longer you wait to refuse, the harder it becomes. The more you hesitate, the more the other person will push. Fast and clear refusals actually create less conflict than slow and uncertain refusals. Think about it. If someone asks you out on a date and you say, "Maybe," or "I need to think about it," they will keep asking. But if you say clearly and kindly, "No, thank you," they understand and move on. The same principle applies to all requests.
Strategy 2. Never give fake excuses. This is crucial. Many people think they need to give a good reason to refuse, so they invent excuses. I cannot help because my mother is sick. I cannot come because I have a doctor's appointment. I cannot work late because my car is broken. These lies create two big problems. Problem one, they make you feel guilty. You know you are lying. This creates internal stress. Problem two, they give the other person room to solve your excuse. Your mother is sick? No problem. I can wait until next week. You have a doctor's appointment? Can you reschedule it? Your car is broken. I can pick you up. Now you are trapped. You either have to create more lies or admit you lied in the first place. The solution? Honest but simple refusals. I cannot do this because it does not fit my priorities right now. I cannot help because I need to focus on my own projects. I appreciate you asking, but this is not something I can commit to. These responses are honest. They do not give details. They do not open doors for negotiation. And most importantly, they preserve your integrity. Remember, you do not owe anyone a detailed explanation for protecting your time. No is a complete sentence.
Strategy 3. The power of I do not versus I cannot. This is a psychological game changer. Research shows that how you phrase your refusal changes how you feel about it and how others perceive it. I cannot sounds weak. It sounds like you have no control. It sounds like you are a victim of circumstances. I do not sounds powerful. It sounds like a choice. It sounds like a personal standard. Examples. Weak. I cannot work on weekends. Powerful. I do not work on weekends. Weak. I cannot lend money to friends. Powerful. I do not lend money. It is my personal policy. Weak. I cannot attend every social event. Powerful. I do not attend events that do not align with my priorities. Feel the difference. I do not creates a boundary that is about who you are, not about what you can or cannot do. It makes your refusal non-negotiable. When you say, I do not, you are not asking for permission. You are stating your standard. And people respect standards much more than excuses. Strategy 4. The broken record technique. Sometimes people do not accept your first no. They push. They insist. They try to make you feel guilty. Come on, just this one time. But I really need your help. You helped me before. Why not now? In these situations, use the broken record technique. Simply repeat your refusal calmly and consistently, like a broken record that plays the same part over and over. Them. Can you work on Saturday? You. No, I do not work on weekends. Them. But we really need you. You. I understand, but I do not work on weekends. Them. Just this one time, please. You. I appreciate you asking, but I do not work on weekends. Notice you are not getting angry. You are not giving new reasons. You are not engaging in a debate. You are simply repeating your boundary.
Most people will give up after the second or third repetition because they realize you are serious and consistent.
Strategy 5. Offer an alternative. If you want to maintain the relationship but cannot fulfill the request, offer a smaller alternative or a different solution. I cannot help you move your entire house, but I can help you pack boxes on Friday evening. I cannot write your report, but I can send you a template that might help. I cannot attend your event, but I can share it on social media. This shows you care about the person, but you are still protecting your boundaries. It is a middle ground that works in many situations. However, only use this strategy if you genuinely want to help in a smaller way. Do not offer alternatives just to avoid guilt. That defeats the purpose.
Managing the guilt. It will pass. Here is what will happen the first few times you say no. You will feel guilty. Your stomach will feel tight. You will worry about what the other person thinks. You will question if you made the right decision. This is completely normal. This is your old conditioning fighting against your new behavior. But here is what you need to understand. Guilt is just an emotion. Emotions are temporary. They pass. The guilt you feel after saying no lasts maybe a few hours, maybe a day. But the resentment you feel after saying yes lasts much longer. The exhaustion lasts longer. The regret lasts longer. So which negative feeling do you prefer? Short-term guilt or long-term resentment? Here is another truth. The more you practice saying no, the less guilt you feel. It is like exercising. The first time you run, your muscles hurt. But the more you run, the stronger you become and the less pain you feel. Saying no is a muscle. You must train it. And every time you say no and survive the guilt, you become stronger. After you say no, pay attention to what happens next. Usually, nothing bad happens. The person accepts your refusal and moves on. The world does not end. Your relationships do not collapse. Life continues. And you feel something new. You feel relief. You feel freedom. You feel proud of yourself for honoring your boundaries. That feeling is more powerful than any guilt. Result 2. Create clear categories of no. One strategy that makes saying no easier is to create automatic rules for certain categories of requests. For example, I do not take work calls after 7 p.m. I do not lend money to anyone, including friends and family. I do not attend events that require more than 1 hour of travel. I do not commit to projects without at least 1 week to think about it. When you have these clear categories, you do not need to make a decision every time. The decision is already made. This saves mental energy and makes your refusal consistent. People will test your boundaries at first, but once they realize you are consistent, they stop asking.
They respect your limits because they see you respect your own limits. Result 3. You gain respect, not lose it. This is the surprising truth that people pleasers never expect. When you start saying no, people respect you more. Think about it. Do you respect people who have no boundaries? Do you respect people who agree to everything? Do you respect people who sacrifice themselves constantly? No. You might like them, you might appreciate them, but you do not respect them. Deep down, you see them as weak. The same is true for how others see you. When you have clear boundaries, when you protect your time, when you say no with confidence, people start seeing you differently. They think, this person knows what they want. This person has priorities. This person has standards. And suddenly, when you do say yes, your yes means something. It has value. People appreciate your help more because they know it is not automatic. A yes from someone who never says no is worthless. A yes from someone who carefully chooses what to say yes to is precious.
Result 4. Freedom to say yes to what matters. This is the ultimate goal. This is why we learn to say no. When you say no to everything that does not align with your values, your goals, your priorities, you create space. Space in your calendar, space in your mind, space in your energy. And in that space, you can finally say yes to what truly matters. Yes to your health. Yes to your family. Yes to your dreams. Yes to your growth. Yes to your peace. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who do the most things. They're the ones who do the right things. And to do the right things, you must say no to the wrong things. Think about your life right now. What would you have time for if you said no to all the unnecessary commitments? What dream could you pursue? What relationship could you deepen? What skill could you master? The answer is waiting for you, but you can only reach it by saying no to everything else.
If this video opened your eyes, if it made you feel something deep in your soul, do not let it fade away. Like this video if it helped you see things differently. Comment below with one action you will take today, just one small step toward the life you deserve. Share this with someone who needs to hear this message. And subscribe to Lengold English because we are building a community of people who refuse to settle for average. Your transformation starts now. Which version of yourself will you choose? Remember, every no to them is a yes to you. See you in the next video. Now go out there and take your life back.